So we, as a independent monitoring agency, we work very closely with the government, particularly the election commissioner, assistant commissioner, Mr. Sufyan, who is a very supportive person, very wonderful person, who really support us a lot in that. And he always looks at us not as a single monitoring process, but looked as a more governance process, more electoral process. That way, it's really great to have him also. And it's not only as a monitoring agency that we work through with the other civil society organization. And when we plan all these things with bringing number of civil society organizations here in this office, and we plan it together. So we, as in the district, will be placing around 90 to 100 stationary observers. And also there are about 5 to 7 mobile services. Around 25 people will engage in the mobile services. So we work with other monitoring agencies like CMEV, CAFE, trying to cover most of the areas in Batticaloa. That we're working together. The election commissioner, as a commissioner, also encourages that the agencies should, if they can work together, then we can have more impact in the district. In that way, we will be covering about 70 to 80% of the areas that through the mobile and the stationary observers. And it's a learning process for everyone. So we always learned by working together, different agencies working together, that we can have more impact in the whole process, and also that it's very cost effective. And working closely with the government, even though that we are independent observers, but working very closely with the government is also very beneficial for both parties. So we hope that we will also have a very good election. But usually when we met the parties about 2 months back, they also said there was not much interest among the people on this election. Then we asked why. Then one reason they said because it has been postponed for a long time, and the local authorities also used to work without the elected members, though there was not much interest generated. But now what we see is when they call for nominations and all, now there are a lot of interest among the people. Violence, of course, there was a bit of understanding among the political parties, monitoring agencies, and also the civil society organization, that we should not get into violence at any cost. So there was a broader understanding in it. But as it is very much local, and there are more on local parties are contesting, number of independents also contesting. So there are sometimes there are a bit of we have to manage the emotional side of that also. But we hope that we will have a very peaceful non-violence election, local government election this time. That we could also say the police department is also very supportive. So whenever we approach them, they always respond. So we have a very effective police forces also, particularly for a separate election unit is also set up by the police. So we hope that we will have a very peaceful, good election, and people will elect their own parties, own members for their wards, and have very effective local government bodies in the future.